Welcome, boys and girls from all over the world. This is Diligent Drew bringing you some Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Today is going to be a random commentary, just a commentary out of nowhere, really, and it's pretty funny. It's the topic is about powers, abilities, if you were a superhero. And my question is that what powers would you want if you were a superhero? Now, my powers, I've always asked, I have literally have conversations about this with my friend a number of times back in the day, and I've always wanted other people's opinions. And I want to tell you I would like to have my powers to be. Now, I have thought about this, and I have thought about this for a while anyway. So, my powers that I probably would want if I really could only pick one power, and not a superhero, like one power off of some one power that you think, I'd probably choose mind control, like the ability to, tell people what to do, tell people okay, mess with the head basically, like on X-Men sort of thing, that dude in the wheelchair, Professor X, I think his name is, and I think that'd be the basic. I think that's the ultimate power. I reckon. I think that's the best power ever because think about it. If you got someone that's got a power can run really fast, okay, or any power, right? Well, you can go up to him and say, "You don't have powers," and make him believe that they don't have powers, or say, "Get a knife and freaking kill yourself." You know what I mean? Or anything. You know what I mean? So I think it's really. I think that's ultimate power. That mind control, I reckon. And plus, if you follow what Heroes done, TV show Heroes, I watched that back in the day. If you follow what they done, the dude the mind control dude, or the person that could read minds, he could make people, put him in a whole nother, in a maze or another realm or something like that. So that was pretty cool. So, if you think of that power, you can basically, like Superman. You don't need kryptonite, you can just someone with telekinesis get up close and say, "You don't have powers. You're not Superman. You're a weakling." And then guess what? He wouldn't have powers, would he? He wouldn't. Or even use it to your advantage. Say, "You're a good person," or "You could be on my side," or whatever. And I know Superman's a good person, but I'm saying, if I was a superhero too, I would be I would be a hero to help people and other things. But I would be, if I could choose a number of powers, I'd love, obviously, I love to be Superman. If I could choose number powers, every power Superman has is basically invincible apart from kryptonite, which I think, I don't know. I know kryptonite needs to be there, but if we're talking reality, you think that he'll just go and find all the kryptonite or somehow, and just destroy it all, or find out because if there's Superman, there's got to be other superpowers. So find out who some superpower friends that aren't Kryptonian and can't get sick from it or whatever, or find some kind of cure. You know what I mean? Go and steal some money, get freaking rich, and freaking ask someone to make a cure for freaking that kryptonite. You know what I mean? But I know kryptonite needs to be there because to stop thing with with everything, there needs to be balance. There's a yin, there's a yang. So, but I've just been thinking about. I'd like to have, if I could choose one power, it'd be mind control, or run really fast. Being if you could, it's gonna be that or run really fast because super speed, because super speed turns into being super strength. If you could be, because Flash, you know what I mean? I played a Mortal Kombat game with the DC universe and Mortal Kombat, and if you can in the game, Flash would super punch, run really fast and punch, and it'll be a super punch, you're very strong, you know what I mean? So that'd be pretty cool. I think that. And yeah, I definitely think that telekinesis, or I keep calling it telekinesis, I think it's mind control, but telekinesis is pretty cool too, controlling things, not just metal in X-Men, but I definitely would like to control everything, no matter what it is, I just like to control it. But definitely mind control. Other than that, all the other ones, all the useless ones, kind of, I think Fantastic Four. I just watched Fantastic Four the other day, and I think they done it well. They had, I was gonna say the invisible power is kind of useless, but they had her so she could set off this freaking like this white beam below or some shit like that, and like some energy, I think it was, or something like that. So that's pretty cool. So if invisible is pretty cool if you can do that and like have a force field and shit like that. But if you're just talking about one like invisible ability is cool, but it's not cool. You know what I mean? Like it's cool for a certain extent. You know what I mean? But other than that, it's not really that cool. But I love the cool powers. You know what I mean? Like sick powers. You know, being invincible, sick power. But telekinesis is where it's at. And I'm not talking about either. I know I said I made it clear superpowers, but also I'm not talking about Batman's cool. I got nothing against Batman. You know what I mean? But all the gadget, the gadget heroes, call them that, gadget heroes like Batman and all that. You know, they're not like to me. I never really like Superman's my favorite. If I ever chose anything, like Superman is awesome. You know what I mean? He's strong and he has a weakness. You know what I mean? He's not over strong. You know what I mean? He's invincible, but then when you get kryptonite, he's not. You know what I mean? You can make kryptonite Knuckles and you start beating him up, and that, you know what I mean? He'll be weak, and that's it. You know what I mean? But he's cool. You know what I mean? He can fly, he can run, being thing. He's invincible. You know, steel, something like that. But Batman, he's just full of gadgets. That's all he is. He's just cool and all, but you know, he's just got gadgets. You know, he's just rich. Like, you can't really. No one can be really Batman unless you're rich. You know what I mean? You gotta be like whoever's rich. You know, like Bill Gates. He can be Batman. You know what I mean? Him and his sons. He's got sons. Or Catwoman. He's got daughters. You know what I mean? So that'd be pretty. That's pretty interesting, isn't it? But yeah, like no one can be Batman unless like, you know, like all the superheroes like Superman, Spider-Man, and all the other powers. They're not rich. You know, they're just regular Joes. You know what I mean? And they just like they got a gift. They got power. They got the power. But Batman has is rich and he's got gadgets. You know what I mean? So no one else can be Batman unless you're rich. You know, if you're rich to spend all that money on gadgets. But then Batman, kind of like, I know he's good. Batman's awesome. You know what I mean? But he's not a superhero. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't have superpowers. He's just really good at fighting and got gadgets, which is cool and all. But he's probably not my favorite. He's not my favorite superhero. You know what I mean? He's there and that. But you know, unfortunately, I wouldn't want, like, if I ever choose a superhero, you know, I'm not going to choose like, oh, let's go and get a gun that shoots string, or shoots like, that gun you shoot and you fly up on shit, or get like ninja stars and start chugging it and have a bulletproof vest. You know what I mean? But anyway, superpower that I would choose is definitely telekinesis. Oh, not telekinesis. I keep saying telekinesis. That would be cool. But mind control. If telekinesis is mind control, please leave it in the comments. But mind control, I mean, like, so I can walk up some. You know, in Vampire Diaries, you know how that they can go and tell someone to forget stuff. Well, kind of like that, but I can make them do whatever I want. You know what I mean? So I can, like, like I said at the start, tell them this. Say you are blah blah. You know, play with their mind basically. Get in their heads. You know. Be them. Anyways, that's the end. It's been Dylan Drew. I hope you liked this gameplay and this commentary. If you did, please leave a like if you enjoyed it. If you really did enjoy this, please leave a like. Anyways, in the description is the Twitter. So follow me on Twitter if you haven't already. Anyways, thank you. Bye. Butter jam jelly, yum yum in my belly. Walk back to the telly, oh smelly for days. Playing COD for days while I'm still in my PJs.